I'll tell you what, America's the only place that has a state or any landmass shaped like a mitten, and we're here right now. Hello,
we're the best
hello,
state.
America. Yep.
Best state.
Best state. Best
Mitten,
state. Best
mitten.
state. Welcome to Biting All the Apples, where two gals with a combined 102 years of experience, knowledge, and pop culture exposure talk about radical books, unconventional takes, and populist predicaments. Mm-hmm. And today, we're focusing our discerning lenses and cat-like curiosity on the 250th birthday of the United States of America. Maybe you've heard of it. I'm Sarah Kay.
I'm Joanna V. We're podcasting from a state of the almost analog art basement in glorious rural America. Some people call rural America real America.
We call it get the F out of here with this real this or that.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, we're real and we're really in America, a real place.
True.
But we reject the notion of any singular definition of something as the one true way or type or place or blah.
I mean, if you ever hear someone talking about real America or real Americans, you're probably hearing someone trying to control, shame, or exclude people from something.
Yeah, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Or prove you wrong. It's true. Think about it.
Yeah.
As our wacky and wonderful nation turns 250 years old this week, while being held captive by the cruelest and tackiest among us, we're steadying our resolve to not let America or Americans be defined by politicians with corporate agendas or by some couch commandos mad about being afraid to park their truck in the city.
We are going to talk about America today. Hopes, dreams, history, myths, legends, the women from the Revolutionary era of America we rarely hear about. Well, women at all. And, of course, whatever else comes up
We'll see.
in our crazy brain.
That's right.
It could be wild today. Good luck, listeners.
Good luck, listeners.
You're on the ride.
Best wishes. I don't know where that came from. Yes, we've started to read our book selection, Binding Chaos. So you may hear a few comparisons or ideas from there because, goodness gracious, it is intriguing. It's true.
It's on our mind.
But don't fret. We'll be doing full Bout the Book episodes after the holiday.
The big old 4th, you know.
That's right.
So put your quills down and grab a chair. It's time to enjoy the fruits of red, white, and blue bald eagle Betsy Ross and knowledge.
We love it.
America.
I know. America.
250 years. Just like yesterday. I remember it.
I remember when we first started this country.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what,
Fresh
Joanna?
in my memory.
Before we get started with talking about this anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, Joanna reminded me of a 150-year anniversary of something. And what was that?
And that is the Battle of Little Bighorn, also known as Custer's Last Stand.
Ooh.
Also known just as a continuation of all the wars and crap we did to Native Americans. But they do mark the occasion by bringing together all the tribes. And if you read the Native American perspective, they do it to keep the story alive. And then, of course, there's a whole lot of, as a group, is healing, right? So they also sing and they reminisce. And they also tell the real story and talk about how it's not really in the history books, the way that it really happened. Follow Native American news sources. There are many, and there are so many strong young Native American voices that are telling the truth and saying we're alive here. And I will tell you, as a public school teacher, the social studies curriculum is horrific. And even when you learn about Native Americans, it's almost like they don't exist anymore. And that's today.
Right.
Unless you have an educator that is like passionate and is like, hey, they're here, there's powwows, there's this, they're a big culture, and we did a lot of wrong to them. But if you're just in a place where you're just being pushed along, you'll never know this stuff. But there are tons of sources and so many Native American voices that are, and they're trying to keep their languages because, of course, we tried to take that, but they are like, nope.
They tried to Bible it out of everybody.
Yeah. And they're like, nope, we're going to bring it. We're going to hold it.
So do you have, if I tell listeners that we'll put some Native American news sources in our show notes? Okay, great.
Because there's some really great people. And they're young, and it's just so important to raise their voices up because they are still a small population of people. And I just, as we're getting ready to celebrate 250 years of this great country.
Right.
The more important thing is that 150 years ago.
Which is not that long ago.
No, my grandma, who is alive, is 105.
Right.
She's 105.
Yeah.
So we need to really wake up to where we are in the time-space continuum, okay?
Exactly.
Okay, people?
We're like, okay. And we should tell the listeners, we are recording late night because our podcast warm-up involved watching Argentina beat Jordan.
Yeah, but Jordan did really well.
We're like, good effort, guys.
Yeah, and they're not wearing bras. They are wearing trackers.
Yes, these soccer players, not sports bras.
They're not. We learned that, too. Always expanding. We bite all the apples.
Knowledge.
Okay? Even FIFAs.
I need one. We need one for when we're podcasting to get our heart rate and see how far we're going, how fast.
How are my vocal cords moving? Is it efficient? But the World Cup does save lives.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. And we hope listeners, not everybody's sports fans, but I am. So we're like, World Cup, battle a little bighorn, crazy horse. That being said, we are here to talk about the celebration that's going to be happening this week.
It's the big 250.
It's the big 250. I have personally always loved the 4th of July.
Me too.
And that's even being like a crazy bleeding heart, whatever. I can't help it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great holiday.
It is.
Plus my birthday's in July. So.
Yeah. Birthday parties, fireworks. What's happening? Yeah. And we always went to the Detroit River to see the fireworks.
Oh, I love that.
Every year. America! I love it.
So as much as, this podcast it's pretty much dedicated to being critical of a lot of things in America.
Yeah.
I'm still into it. We're here. It's American to be critical.
We're learning. We have been blocked off from a lot of information. So the fact that we know so much right now, testament to ourselves for wanting to know.
Bravo us.
But there's a lot of people. So we do have America 250, but there's now Freedom 250. There's a lot of confusion happening in America.
Right.
We are talking about America.
Yeah, I'm like, for clarification, we're not fucking delusional.
Yeah.
We would never say Freedom 250 because I'm like,
Freedom.
Freedom for rich white men for 250 years.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
But
F you.
I mean,
we're talking about America.
Yeah.
This weird ass country formed with a combination of whack job, puritanical, Calvinist. What else did they do? Anyways, that combination with also just like crazy adventurers, with business people, with
the
rejects, with all of the criminals that Louis XIV that sent over here. We get, whatever. It's great.
So real melting
This is a weird place. So here we are.
It is weird. And
it's
made me appreciate it a little bit more as I think about it, like how weird it is.
That's where I think the problems lie is we have people, like if you think of this current administration and this whole people that talk about like the real America or how we need to get immigrants out. I'm like, essentially the dominant voice are a bunch of just like soft ass people that
Yes.
can't handle living where everybody is free to live their own lives. Like they can't handle it.
No.
So
They
they're
want
like
control.
They want to be like, well, no, it's only this way to live our life, and I don't like these people doing this. I'm like, no, either we're America or we're not.
Yeah.
Either we're all free to get freaky.
We're not free.
Yeah.
Unless everybody's free.
We are going to go through, just to set you up, I have a few little tidbits about America that I'm going to like share with Joanna. And then I have a list. I don't even know if we're going to get through it all, but I have a few ladies of the American Revolution that I didn't know about some of these playa ladies.
I get to do the reactions.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
these are the reactions.
Because I like, so I just get to suck up your knowledge.
But I should do like a video thing. But before we get to all that,
Oh, you're making me wait.
I want you to, I got to set the stage.
Okay, set the stage.
So, America, 1776. We got this Constitution. Everybody still jizzes all over it. They're like, it's the greatest thing. It's so wonderful. I don't know about that. We'll get to that part. We are still run by the same Constitution. It hasn't really been changed.
Just
much
those
at all.
amendments, which
So I
are
just
very
want
hard
you
to
know,
make.
Do you want? Maybe it's annoying to make you guess, but
No, maybe you guess.
what do you think
this.
the population of the United States was in July 1776? Of the entire United States?
800,000.
Oh, that's not a bad guess, but it was 2.5 million people.
Okay, that's not a great guess.
Well, I mean, at least you had it. That was close to 1 million.
I didn't go, yeah.
So think of that. Oh, and you know what I should have got was stats on, and that was the 13 colonies.
Yeah, that's the colony.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So the Constitution, when they're all like, we should let everybody have guns. I'm like, they're only covering a much smaller landmass. There's 2.5 million people. They estimate that 500,000 of those were enslaved people.
Whoa.
So 20% of the United States population was enslaved.
Wow.
So we did this Constitution about freedom where we're like, and a quarter of us are enslaved. Like, what?
But they had convinced themselves that they weren't full people.
So
they actually wrote that in there, right? They weren't a full person. They weren't people.
I just like people to remember that Constitution was written for 2.5 million people, and 0.5 of them were enslaved.
Yeah, and that was
And
not
we're
written.
supposed
It was
to,
not
we're
written
still
for them.
going off of that same shit.
Wow.
Okay. And so in the current population of the United States is 342.6 million.
That's so crazy. And it's
That
such a
is
big country.
I had this here. The increase is 137 times larger than it was at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The United States, of all of like the wealthy developed countries in the world, has the lowest like population density. So our geographic area, I don't say the lowest, but it says it sits around making it one of the least densely populated developed countries.
Yeah, because we have so much
Trailing
space.
far behind the averages of Europe and East Asia. I bring this up when I see everybody, and this is all online people that are like, why don't you guys do something? France had a revolution.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Because
France is very small. Just had to walk out into the street, and there was the protest.
Exactly.
If we all lived in New York, we'd be there. But we're in rural America.
I'm like we all don't live in D.C. You know what I mean? Like, and so,
or have the means to get there lickety split.
but I bring this stuff up too, where I'm like, there's not even a precedent for this vast of a geographic space. There's no other developed country. We're the least densely populated.
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Yeah. So Mira learned this year that all of us could fit in Texas.
Yeah.
All of us.
And so that
That's
also
a
makes
lot
you
of land.
also that makes you go like, so but yet nobody can buy a house now. Okay, that's why I'm like, I think these stats are helpful.
They are.
The other thing I think, so we're both a half century old.
Oh my.
So I feel like we're qualified to talk about
Yeah,
a country that's 250 years
we're
old.
very mature in this.
Population of the United States in 1975, greatest year ever.
Yeah.
Population of the United States was 215.9 million people. So 216 million people. The world we were born into has increased. The United States population increased the most in the 1990s.
Yeah, we were open.
I just want to bring that stuff up. That's why I'm like,
people
none
wanted
of this stuff.
to come here.
Yeah, they really did.
They do not want to come here now.
1990s were the biggest boom.
Really?
2000s.
That makes sense, though.
The
that
90s
does make
were the
sense.
biggest booms. And the biggest booms. But the 1961 was when the population percentage increased the most. Baby boomers. Baby boom.
Boomers. Yeah, there was a lot of babies.
I like that population density, though, is just crazy. Isn't that crazy?
We are a huge country. Like, it's hard to put, unless you've driven it, which I have a couple times.
It also makes you think, but I'm also like, it also means that the people could definitely take this country back from the government. There's no way they could possibly defend this entirely.
No! There's no way.
And we see how much they're fucking up Iran. So, like, what are we doing?
What are we
doing? Their resources are depleted.
And we're not gathering. But you're right. Like, we're so big. Like, here we are in Podunk, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to go to Washington, D.C. It's going to take us, like, where are we going to stay? I know. And have you ever tried to get a hotel in Washington, D.C.? It's like the most expensive place in America.
But even just like logistically, like how do you, anyways, it's just I bring this stuff up to be like the shit. It's unprecedented. There's never been a nation like this. Not this wealthy, this fast, with this amount of space.
And it just took a bunch of murderers to do it. They just
all you got to do is murder people. It's not a big deal.
Murder the natives.
You just have to destroy and eliminate cultures.
Yeah.
Which men have been doing forever. Not forever, for the past 4,000 years.
At least. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you have a country.
Ta-da! With imaginary borders. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yeah,
I love it.
I know when people from Europe come and they're like, oh my gosh, you can drive all the way from one side. That's crazy because there's no like borders. You just keep going. There's different, when you go to Ohio, you just got to be ready to get a ticket if you go over 55 and you have an out-of-state flight.
Right.
Those are not, you can handle that.
Yeah.
But you can go anywhere you want.
I know.
So far.
I
Fingers crossed.
know. We'll see.
We'll see.
If you're a pregnant woman, you can't.
No.
Because in case if you get preeclampsia or something and you're in Texas, you're just dead.
You're going to die.
Don't drive through Texas.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so now I just wanted to lay down the population stuff. You don't think that it's nuts that since you and I were born, the population has increased by 100 million people?
Oh, I think it's insane.
I think I can feel it.
Well, yeah, you see it. You can see it.
I feel it.
And it's also increased our diversity, which is lovely. Like when I learned about the melting pot, I was like, oh, we're the melting pot. I love that. But then I was like, oh, as I get older, I'm like, oh, they meant melting pot. They were like, melt into what we want you to be.
Right.
It wasn't really a nice thing. Can you believe that?
Right.
All the things I've learned.
All the things. Let's get into the ladies of 1770s.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I want to hear all about it.
Did you know that there's a woman on the Declaration of Independence? Did you know this?
What do you mean? Her name? She signed it?
Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah. Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Her name is Mary Catherine Goddard. Is the only woman whose name appears on the Declaration of Independence. She did not sign it as a delegate, but rather as the publisher who printed the official 1777 broadside that publicly revealed the names of the men who did.
Wait, she ran a printing press. Is that what you're saying?
When the Continental Congress fled to Baltimore in the winter of 1776, they commissioned Goddard to print an official copy of the Declaration. Hers was the first printed version to include the names of the original signers. At the bottom of the document, she placed her own name, Baltimore in Maryland, printed by Mary Catherine Goddard.
Mary Catherine!
Boldly linking her identity to this treasonous act.
Mm.
Because remember, they're doing this. This was like...
She's a baddie.
That's cool, right?
Super cool.
Yeah.
And she ran a printing press, apparently. That's also very cool.
I know. She was a prominent publisher who ran the Maryland Journal and served as Baltimore's postmaster.
Whoa!
Making her likely the first employee of the United States government. Hey, ladies.
We were there. How'd you find her? Where did you find her?
I know. Well, that's because, I'm always looking for ladies.
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 All the ladies. Loud enough. Help me out. Come on. All you ladies. Mary Catherine, what is the last name?
Goddard.
Goddard. What is that?
Yeah, like the
heritage
famous
of that?
French filmmaker. Jean-Luc Godard.
Goddard.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
So is she French? Is she French?
I don't know. Now, don't ask. You can't ask follow-up questions. I only have blurbs.
All right. I want to know more about that.
Isn't that fun? I'm going to put links in our show notes.
So if you go to the Washington, D.C. and see the real one, it'll be on there.
Yeah.
This is my new mission.
If it is, well, it says it's the one that was published with all the names of the people that signed. It sounds like...
It better be somewhere in the Smithsonian.
It sounds like maybe... Did they send out a declaration but you couldn't see the signatures? They're like, because it's a treasonous act, but we just declare. I don't know. I want to see.
Oh, all the things that we have so many apples to bite. It's like every time Sarah just brings up these things where I'm like, I need to know more about this. That makes me happy.
So I got to tell you about another baddie.
Bring it.
You're going to love this chick. Mercy Otis Warren, a satirist, historian, and revolutionary.
Oh my gosh. They did satire back then? Nothing was funny.
Oh, they did. They were hilarious back then. They used to make fun. You ever seen like old... They used to do that even back in the
they did like
15th, 16th century.
Okay.
Remember
Yeah, they did those funny plays.
Salacious, funny plays. Really bawdy.
Yeah. Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I did see Moulin Rouge.
Yes. Sorry, I was reading my notes. I was like, I saw Moulin Rouge. It's racy.
So racy.
Yes. Okay. I wish I could be more eloquent about her, but I just recently learned about her. But I'm like, we could do a whole episode about this lady. So during the American Revolution, women served many crucial roles, but few were able to breach the public and political world dominated by men. She did. She was one of the few women who broke the mold during the time. She worked as a poet, political playwright, and pamphleteer, becoming the leading female philosopher of the Revolution and the New Nation. She was an anti-federalist, and she was homies with Patrick Henry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we've just erased them.
Yes. I have not heard of her.
That's ridiculous.
I'm
angry.
I love that even though we this is like our thing, I still find stuff I'm like, I had no idea.
Yeah, we don't know so much. And then current times, we don't know shit because there's so much happening.
I know. And then, although I hope that maybe people that are younger than us are like, yeah, we heard about her in school. I'm like, just again, you're listening to some Gen Xers right now.
But
I've always been a reader and I can say always, like literally I've always been like, what's this? And reading biographies when I was a little girl about other famous people. And so, anyways,
I think if you're a reader, you're just a reader.
And if you're a reader, you're a reader. So she has there's all kinds of background, but she does come. She reminds me a little bit about like Elizabeth Cady Stanton. She comes from an affluent family. Her mom was like a Mayflower lady.
Okay.
And her dad, Colonel James Otis Sr., was a farmer, attorney, and a member of the Massachusetts House of Representatives. So would they encourage her, even though she did a lot of like little good lady stuff, learned to like sew, but she was really close with her brother. And they're like, she's got a mind. So they started sending her to like other school, whatever. So, so
they did,
reading, writing, they did pretty good.
There were some women that were educated and given privilege.
As we're learning, some of the, it's probably like with anything, some of the women who came up in privilege didn't suffer the oppression.
No.
They were like, well, my daughter's smart. Unlike all the other women, they're second-class citizens. So we get that. So she is privileged.
It seems like these people are also empathetic, which some people are lacking. And I feel like these people that are doing satire and stuff, they can feel what other people are feeling.
Yeah.
That's why satire works, because they can read what's happening, really.
Yes.
Like us.
So she, Mercy Otis Warren, published pro-patriot literature before and during the Revolutionary War. But later in her life at age 77, get ready, we're like next season 3, biting all the apples, she wrote the first comprehensive accounts of the American Revolution. At age 77. It's called History of the Rise, Progress, and Termination of the American Revolution.
Whoa, we are getting
Have you ever heard of this?
No. I've never heard of her.
Isn't that crazy?
And we will be finding that book.
Yes, we will. I've just read. Okay, so I've read just again. I just found out about her, but I've just read snippets of stuff she wrote, and this is during when they were writing the Constitution. She was against it. She was same with, like I said, the Patrick Henry. Who are some of the other people she hung out with? But the anti-federalists were like, this is not
Alexander Hamilton ain't got it.
If you give too much, central power, it's the people are going to be whatever. So she said,
fascinating.
So some of her earliest works, a series of political poems, observations on the Constitution and on the federal and state conventions, in which Warren criticized the ratification of the Constitution without a Bill of Rights, arguing a constitution alone would, quote, betray the people of the United States into an acceptance of a most complicated system of government, marked on the one side with the dark, secret, and profound intrigues of the statesman, and on the other with the ideal project of young ambition to intoxicate the inexperienced votary. That's not as good of the...
Well, no, but that's what's happening right now.
But that's what's happening right now.
That's
some
like
of the
legit
stuff,
what is happening right now.
I'm telling you, there's another...
If we would have been taught about her, we wouldn't be here.
She was deeply troubled by the monarchical powers she thought the Constitution would lodge in the new national government.
And here we are.
But
I'm so sorry.
And
Mercy Otis. Mercy Otis?
Yeah, Mercy Otis Warren. What I find interesting this history of this anti-federalist movement, and I believe, there's still all the way through, we still have that today, anti-federalism is on both the far right and the far left.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she's right.
There's a lot of people, but I'm just saying, so I'd love to know more about this stuff, but she's right.
Read what
and
she
the other
wrote
quotes
when she was
that I read
77.
by her. I know.
Because you know how wise we are right now in our 50s. Can you imagine when we're 77?
I know.
Lucky sevens.
I know.
And she had no shits to give because she's 77.
I know. If we seeing the stuff that we've read by women that have written stuff in their 70s and 80s, I'm like, oh my God. If
we're in the prime of our lives.
I'd be so lucky to live that long. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yes. And that they're still fighting for righteousness, right?
Isn't she so cool?
I am fascinated by that.
And she said, okay, wait. She was also horrified by the absence of a Bill of Rights to guard against dangerous encroachments of power in too many instances to be named. The proposed federal system offered no security for either rights of conscience or the liberty of the press. She complained. She also pointed in dismay at the insecurity in which we are left with regards to warrants unsupported by evidence. Even though we eventually did get the Bill of Rights, but that's still...
Well, probably because I'm sure there were people following her, and there was a big movement, right?
This also, the other thing, she was very...
Can we harness her?
It feels like the problems we have now are new. They aren't. Warren's pamphlet also raised a notable objection to Article 3, which vested the judicial power of the United States in one Supreme Court.
Oh, my God.
In such inferior courts as Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. According to Warren's complaint, there are no well-defined limits of the judiciary powers. They seem to be left as boundless ocean.
And here we are, 250 years later, and we are watching the crumble.
Isn't that amazing?
She knew. She's a prophet.
But then it makes
She's a prophet.
She's a prophet. But also, it makes me think, I'm like, or it's actually just pretty obvious.
It was obvious, and we just...
yeah.
But again, the only people that had power, and that's like a binding chaos thing, were people who had printing presses. Now, she had
That's
one.
right. That's right.
She had... I want to know how she got one. But back then...
Oh, no, our other lady, the... Mary Catherine Goddard had the printing press.
So you have people on the good side, but whoever owns the printing presses back then was like the internet.
So
right?
But and that's just, oh my gosh. And I know we're not talking about Binding Chaos right now, but there is a part in Binding Chaos where she talks about this and how revolutionary the internet could be. In Binding Chaos, written in 2013, she was like, but all these oligarchs are going to crack down on that. And I'm like, oh, girl, they already did.
They did it big time.
I was like, same with our girl, Heather Marsh. She called it.
Yeah, she called it 2013.
And that's also why they're trying to just keep us like dumb busy on the internet.
Yeah. Scrolling on the reels.
Because it is quite revolutionary. Because it's like unbound communication, private unbound communication. They're making it less private. They're making it cost money.
And they're controlling your
algorithms. And they're now, this administration now wants to punish people for saying they're glad Charlie Kirk's dead or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to get fired.
Actually, not even for saying glad he's dead, because that is rude. But for quoting him.
Yeah.
His own words.
Saying his own words.
Yeah. So anyways.
Crazy town. That's crazy.
Isn't this fun? There's
See, and it was not that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago, and she freaking knew it.
She's just integrated.
And actually, those are the people we should listen to, because these were people that came from monarchies.
Yeah. So they'd already been, they were getting away from it.
They're like, this Constitution, they're like, I don't. But I love that's the whole point of biting all the apples.
Yeah.
Where as much, I'm raised, it's hammered into my brain, like the Constitution is the greatest thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But then to read the passionate criticism of it is so fascinating. And they weren't wrong.
Yeah.
They were not wrong.
But apparently...
I say they, I mean,
the
just
Federalists
this lady
had more connections to the printer presses, see? Is that what happened? Well, we got to read the book.
We got to read the book. 3-volume set. By the way, I think I have like 10 more ladies, but I won't go through all of them because
I want to hear
I'll do them real
all
fast.
the ladies. I want to hear them all.
The first 2 that I told you about, that was like I have more info on them. These others I kind of just have
little snippets.
Yeah. Oh, this next one is great too. Oh my god.
Oh, what am I going to do with all this knowledge?
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Edenton Tea Party?
No.
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you about my friend Penelope Barker.
Penelope.
One of the first women's political demonstrations on record in the U.S. was organized by Penelope Barker. In response...
Of course a woman organized.
Of course.
Of course.
I know.
Of course.
I know.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Penelope.
Penelope
Baker.
Oh, sorry, Barker.
Oh, Barker.
Did I say
sorry.
that? Did I get it right the first time? Sorry, late night
I probably
recording.
messed you up.
That's okay. Organized by Penelope Barker in response to the 1773 Tea Act on October 25th, 1774. She rallied about 50 women in the coastal town of Edenton, North Carolina, to sign a resolution boycotting British tea as they consumed a local tea made from mulberry leaves, lavender, and other herbs.
And it's better than your tea.
That's right. Mulberry is more delicious.
We don't want your tea, your stale tea that came across the ocean.
The Edenton Tea Party, as it became known, took place about 10 months after the Boston Tea Party.
Okay.
The women's efforts were mocked in London, where a political
Oh, no, man.
if you think about it,
I know we get mocked.
that's the only thing.
That's all they got.
That's all they got. Because they do fear women's organizing power. We've seen that like recently. It's crazy how fast they like to make fun. They called all the like, no kings. They're like, oh, that's just wine moms. Or like they have to diminish it.
Oh my
Even
God,
though,
the women's march, they were like, oh, nice hat.
yeah. Oh, you don't have any jobs. You're like,
What the?
I'm
You're
like-
not going to have one either, dumbass.
I know, seriously. It's just so played out. So, but the political cartoon portrayed them as bad mothers and morally loose.
Oh, it's the same story.
But
Oh my God, that's
Barker-
the same thing they
I
do.
know, exactly.
Lame, men are lame.
the best is now, like today, when they do like that bad mothers or like loose, slutty, like it's almost like the threat to like men still try to be like, well, you're not ever gonna get married, and people nowadays, all women are like, yeah, that's not like we don't care.
We don't need you.
Yeah.
And
Like,
unless
if
you're going to
be
be
a
my
dick about it,
equal,
yeah.
like no need.
Yeah. Or even being like, you're gonna be a cat lady. It's like, oh, that'd be
Oh,
great.
I love cats.
Yeah. That'd be wonderful.
They're so nice.
I know.
They don't, they don't bug you too much. They need their own
And-
space too.
I also love that it's like crazy cat lady. I've already brought this up. Do you know how many badass men were cat people?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Ernest Hemingway, who used to like wrestle giant fish or whatever.
Yeah. And he liked cats.
He loved cats.
And
Jules Verne, Winston Churchill,
Mark
Marlon
Twain.
Mark Twain, Marlon Brando. Huge cat people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come at me.
Yeah. Real men have cats.
That's right. So, anyways, Barker, they like tried to tease her and she was like, okay, cool, but we're still boycotting your products.
Still not buying them.
Yeah.
See, boycotting works. I wish people
And-
would understand that.
They had to make fun of her if you think about it. And I bet it was still the same back then. Women were still in charge of home stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So if you organize women to boycott tea and products, British products,
they were
it actually
gonna
would hurt-
boycott
Yeah, and
it.
it would hurt. It would actually hurt sales.
Yeah. I
You
love
know?
that.
Isn't that
Go.
great? Go, Barker. And
Make fun of us while you watch your profits drop.
isn't that cool,
I
though?
love it. I love it.
Have you ever heard of her?
No.
Me?
And did I know that there were 2 tea party things going on? No.
I know.
There was the one, and there's a picture of it, and they're throwing the tea in.
But of course, when the women did it, they were like, and we're organized, and we have a petition, and we will
Yeah.
continue to do so, and we will let them know that we will be boycotting their other products as well. Thank you.
We can make our own tea
and we made
with mulberries.
Actually-
and we made our own.
that is so women-ish, too. They were like, and we've made a suitable replacement that's quite tasty. Thank you.
So thanks. Quit trying to send it to us.
yeah. Isn't that great?
We will burn it to the
So-
ground. Women,
Penelope.
these women,
I know.
we got to tell their stories.
Okay. I believe you've heard of Phyllis Wheatley.
I've heard that name.
You heard that name?
I have heard that name. Why?
She was one of the first Black and enslaved individuals in the United States to publish a book of poems. And this was during her era. She was, 18th century. She supported the American Revolution. But her writings pointed out the hypocrisies of liberty and freedom, noting slavery prevented the colonists from achieving true heroism. So she was,
you.
hey, Phyllis, you're kind of a badass.
And, oh my gosh,
Think about-
empathy, ethics, speaking out.
But she was a enslaved person that spoke out against it in the late 1700s.
Like
you
made
gotta
of
be
steel. She's made out of steel.
I know. And you can find her poems, and I will put some of the links in, again, the show notes. But her poems are all over like the Poetry Foundation website.
Yeah, I've heard her name. I have heard her name.
Oh, yeah. Phyllis
Interesting.
Wheatley.
I wonder why she made it into the history, like into the knowledge of my brain, and these other women didn't.
Because she's a
they're
pretty
like,
well-known poet.
You can read poems, but don't read about treating.
Yes. And what's funny is, and I had heard of her before, but I hadn't put her in context of the American Revolution, though. Isn't that cool? And I think she is the one. So she wrote some poems that were very beautiful and metaphorical and critical of, slavery and being proud of her. She was born in Gambia, Africa.
Oh, wow.
And she was brought to America as a child.
No.
I mean, ugh. So all of that, and she was pointing out the hypocrisies, but she also wrote this poem praising George Washington and praising like America. So this is really interesting, like this idea of what the country could be, and praising George Washington for his heroism and leadership.
Well, that's weird.
I know.
I can't write that in my mind.
I know.
Mind because interesting.
But it's like we only think that looking back 250 years.
Yeah.
250 years ago. I wonder what that was like. Isn't that just really
I think about
Phyllis Wheatley
living back then a lot.
badass?
Yeah.
Phyllis Wheatley, badass poet.
Yeah.
And she went from all of that, and then eventually I believe she like toured around and went to like Europe because they're like, oh my God, you're like a genius.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, and to speak out at that time.
I know.
How did she do it? She must have made I need to know more.
I know. I need to know more. I know. I need to know more about all these
I need to know more about, like, she came with her family. Did she get separated? Did someone take her under the... I need to know.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So many apples to buy.
And then I want to call out, I have another name here, Hannah Till.
Okay.
Kept George Washington fed throughout much of the Revolutionary War, including the harsh winter of 1777-78 in Valley Forge. For several years, she served as his cook, first as an enslaved woman and later as paid staff after purchasing her freedom. I know. I hadn't heard her name, but if you think about it, these women, like, America actually wouldn't be here.
Yeah, George Washington would be dead because
he couldn't eat.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of joking, not joking.
Not joking. Didn't they eat their horses at one point?
Yeah.
Like, she was probably
not
like,
pretty. Yeah.
It was probably her. She was probably like, guys, I know that you're starving, but like, look at that horse. There's a lot of meat on that horse.
I know. Isn't that
I could cook that up and you'll be just right as a daisy.
Isn't that just really like...
That's insane.
I love that they mentioned that. And so when the war ended, Till and her husband worked as salaried cooks for families in Philadelphia, and she lived to more than 100 years old and is buried in Pennsylvania. Wow. These ladies.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So she found herself in that.
Yeah.
And she stayed with it. And wow. Strong women.
Yes. Isn't that cool?
I love it.
I'm like, oh my God.
I am proud to be an American because I'm learning my history.
Seriously.
All the stuff that they left out, Sarah brings to me, and I'd gladly hug her if it didn't knock over all the mics and stuff.
Let me throw in a quick little. So we hear about all the brave battle, the men, the strong men.
Manly men.
Manly men who tore this country back back from the evil British.
They sweat blood.
But let me tell you about Deborah Sampson.
Oh, Deborah was in the Bible.
Or it could be Deborah.
It could be
Is
Deborah.
It could be Deborah.
I think her name was Deborah.
Gotta bring back.
So, some people may know her under the alias Robert Shirtliff.
Oh.
Because she disguised herself as a man to go kick some British ass.
Get it. Sometimes you need a pseudonym.
So she enlisted in the 4th Massachusetts Regiment in 1782. She fought in the Hudson Valley, and after being shot in the thigh, she secretly removed one of the musket balls herself using a penknife and a sewing needle.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, yeah, Deborah.
Oh, Deborah! What beast are you?
I know.
She's
Yeah.
like, that's fine. I got... We can use that again.
Well, plus she didn't want anybody to know she was a woman, so she's like, I can't have any medical help.
This is like real life Mulan.
Isn't that crazy?
Thought it was just a Disney thing.
I know.
It's right here in American soil.
She's highlighted as an official patriot hero by the Massachusetts government. Official patriot hero, Deborah Sampson. And we thank you, America 250.
Thank you, Deborah. Deborah Sampson. Oh, my
that
God. I'm proud of you, Deborah. What made you... Wow, fierce.
I know.
I need to start working out.
Let me tell you about Sarah Osborne Benjamin.
Ooh.
The Battle of Yorktown, setting the stage, 1781.
1781. Battle of Yorktown.
It was the last major battle of the Revolutionary War.
This is in Hamilton. There's a great song about it.
You're like, and as somebody
But
who's
she's
a big
not in
fan,
it.
I know. Joanna's a big fan of musical theater, so I can tell. Like I can tell you're like, I'm dying to sing that song right now. I'm dying to sing that song right now. I'm dying to sing that song right now.
1781. Yeah, there's the shit sprayed.
I love it.
It's a great one.
Sarah Osborne Benjamin followed her military husband there, as she had across the Northeast after they married in 1780. I love that. Like, let's get married. I'll follow you around while you're musket balling. Okay. At Yorktown, she noticed the soldiers were exhausted and dehydrated, overworked. And so she's like, these guys are like, it's not going well. Okay?
You guys look bad.
So, being a badass, she's like, I'm going to organize the other ladies, the other women that are following around, and we're going to help these guys out. So they decided to prepare food for them. They carried the food through the trenches to reach the Continental Army soldiers, who viewed Sarah as one of their own, my little notes say.
Oh.
And on one of the trips, she ran into a gent we know as General George Washington,
Holla.
who asked her if she was afraid of the cannonballs. You know what she said? No, those bullets would not cheat the gallows, and it would not do for the men to fight and starve too. I don't know what...
No fear.
The bullets would not cheat the gallows.
People are going to get killed in the gallows.
Yeah, and it would not do for the men to fight and starve too. So she's taking care of the soldiers. So again, without that support, we don't know how things would go, right?
I do know.
They would be dead.
They would be starved to death. They wouldn't have ate.
I know, you're like, it's pretty easy to figure out.
They would have starved.
Yeah.
If all those women...
Yeah.
1,000%.
But again, we have somebody that she was like, and it's not just trying to do something.
Snacks?
They're
in the cupboard.
She went
I
around.
don't see them.
I know. She went around. Not only was she like, I want to do something, she's like, I'm going to make it bigger, organize the other women to do it as well. Like, amazing.
Organizing.
Organizing. Okay, at age 81.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Stop it.
I know. I can't stand these ladies. All these ladies.
We can
were
never
such
stop. We are going to be busy until we're 150.
I know. So at age 81 in 1837, she petitioned the courts to do right and pay Revolutionary soldiers who had received little or no money after their military service. Because they did, a lot of those soldiers did, they seriously got like effed. Because it wasn't like there wasn't like a super strong organizing entity. Nobody was like pulling in taxes.
A lot
or
of
whatever.
our soldiers still get F today.
Yeah, I know.
The majority of them.
So she argued that she argued she'd be able to collect her husband's pension as well. But I'm also like, yeah, exactly. Because she's probably like, I'm 81. I saved everybody's asses. I saw what these soldiers did.
Compensate
them. Yeah.
Get your act together.
Yeah. Sarah Osborne Benjamin.
I love you too.
I
love
know.
you, ladies.
I know.
I am so impressed.
I know. You are going to... Okay, I'm telling you. So this other woman... I'm going to try to get this...
I'm going to start making statues of ladies.
I know. Let's do it.
Just like putting them up. And people be like, who's that? And you're like, yeah, you should know. That's why I made the statue.
Exactly. We'll be like, you don't know Sarah Osborne Benjamin or freaking... Who's our...
Well, George Washington would be dead
Or
and
Deborah
hungry.
Sampson. Seriously. Okay.
I mean, he is dead.
I'm going to try to get this pre-apologies for the pronunciation of this name. Taonunjejan. I'm just going to say this 500 times. Taonunjejan.
I like it.
Okay. She's from the Oneida Nation.
Okay.
Her name means two kettles together. Mother of four, fought directly alongside her husband in support of the colonists.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like she was a warrior.
Yeah. During
Mother of four.
Hi. Thank you. America thanks you. During the 1777 siege at Fort Stanwix, she fired pistols and reloaded her husband's gun after he was shot in the wrist. She's detailed in an article about hidden histories in the National Parks Conservation Association.
I want to hear about her.
Isn't that crazy? So during the August 1707 siege at Fort Stanwix, the Europeans called Two Kettles Together was among a small group of Oneidas who made their way through the encroaching British troops to warn settlers in the Mohawk Valley of the soldiers' presence. During the ensuing battle, she fired pistols. I already said this. So she reloaded his gun, and she rode horseback after the battle into the valley to report what had happened and prepare settlers for the arrival of the wounded. So
she's like the OG Paul Revere.
But that's after she fought and then helped her husband reload his guns. She's like, okay, I just did this fighting. Watch my kids. I'm going to go over here and ride and tell the settlers.
Wow.
And then later
baddie.
that fall, she and her husband fought together again at Saratoga.
What
she
a
fought for the
partnership.
American
I love
cause
that.
once more in 1781, leading a group of Oneida and white women in fending off an attack of 150 loyalists and British allied Indians at fortified homestead protecting nearby grist mills. I want to know about that too, about the other women that fended off those 150 loyalists. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you know why we don't hear any of this stuff?
Because men write the books, and I'm so pissed.
But also,
I'm getting mad.
Think about 10-year-old you.
Yeah.
If you would have been like, yeah, women are mothers, and they're also warriors, and they also do this, and they also do this, and they also do this, and
women are awesome.
Isn't that awesome? Are you loving this?
Yeah, I am
I'm getting pumped up.
I feel like we need to write a social studies curriculum.
We do. We do.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we write some women into the story, please?
I know. Especially, if I want to know other people's experience, but I didn't know any of this shit growing up. And that's why, too, when
Nothing.
You hear, men, they're like, well, women have the same rights as men. I'm like, I want you to imagine growing up, and if everything, every achievement, every history point was all women.
Yeah. How would that be?
And if the default pronoun was all she. You know, I'm like, it's not about just like rights written down. I mean, it's true. It's a mind fuck, and they did it on purpose.
On purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Bible. It was done on purpose.
I know. It's so crazy.
But the just total erasure of our sex, of power, of...
Isn't this like... Whatever. What's the last one I was going to tell you?
Find me at least one more. I need one more. I need another lady.
Okay, hold on.
Give me a lady.
Okay, Martha Bratton, a South Carolina patriot who fiercely defended her local militia supplies. She is best known for blowing up her husband's cache of gunpowder rather than letting it fall into the hands of approaching British troops.
Quick thinker.
And a British officer was like, who did this? And blah, blah, blah. And she stood up and go, it was I who did it.
Yes, you sons of bitches.
Ooh, I love, there is an AMC show called Turn, and it is about the spy network in the American Revolution.
Oh.
And of course, there's chicks, okay? That whole scene, that whole intelligence scene during that time is so fascinating. And
Wait,
women
were they tying
involved.
stuff in the dresses and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I love it.
I want to see
it.
that. I think I saw the preview
It's
for
a
that.
really good show, too. AMC don't mess around.
Oh, yeah. I
It's
saw
good.
a preview of it, and it looked really,
It's really
good.
Yeah. I think it's on Netflix or something. It's great. So Lydia Dara, I think that's how you say her last name, she used her access to the city in British-occupied Philadelphia to gather intelligence. She one time overheard British officers planning a surprise attack on George Washington's forces at White Marsh, and she snuck out of the city and passed the warning to American troops and thwarted the British plans.
I love that.
Lydia. Great name, too. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Women are great listeners, by the way.
They are so...
We are probably the best spies.
Okay, Spies are cool.
Spies like us.
I have many more. I'll just leave you with Mammy Kate. First major Patriot victory in Georgia. It took place during the battle at Kettle Creek on
Kettle Creek is
Valentine's
important.
Day. Yeah. 1779. The British captured Colonel Stephen Hurd with plans to execute him. So a woman and her husband who were enslaved by Colonel Stephen Hurd, says Mammy Kate and Daddy Jack made a plan to save his life.
Mammy Kate.
Two people enslaved by the guy were like, yeah.
I can't let this happen.
I can't let this happen. They're like, they chose to see Hurd not solely as an oppressor, but as a human being whose life was worth saving.
Empathy.
I know. Mammy Kate used her more than 6 foot tall frame. That's badass. And strategic thinking to smuggle Hurd out of jail in a laundry basket full of clothes.
Like Annie.
According to oral history, she declared, I've come to set you free. I'm going to sneak you out of here as sure as porcupines for beavers. Isn't that awesome?
I love Mammy.
Hurd became governor of Georgia in 1781. The couple, Mammy Kate and Daddy Jack, are buried on either side of Hurd. Their grave markers note their courageous act.
Oh, and good for her for saying, you saved me and you will be forever with me.
I mean, and this is actually American story because I'm like,
this is
he
happy
wasn't
American.
a slave owner though.
Yeah.
And then also this, it's like a lot of things going
it's
on
a
here.
mind fuck.
Mammy Kate became the first Black woman in Georgia to be honored as a patriot by both the sons of the American Revolution and the daughters of the American Revolution.
It's empathy. That's the key. And if you watch Disclosure,
I love this. And you're bringing that up. And I love that you keep, and I'm like, God damn it, you are right. And also, great cosmic mother. That's what they're trying to
empathy.
say.
Take care of each other. And binding chaos. Pull each other up.
I know.
Don't just keep climbing to go. What?
I know.
Pull people up.
I do love that part of Binding Chaos. We cannot wait to talk with you about that.
Pull people up.
Not climb up.
Pull
people
up. Why is this so hard? Why is it so hard?
You know what's amazing too is people would be 2,000% less cranky if we worked on pulling people up, because I don't give a fuck who you are. If you help somebody, you feel awesome about it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Called
It's true.
bucket filling. We teach this at elementary. When you fill someone's bucket, it immediately fills your bucket too. And if you try to dip from their bucket, it does not do anything to your already empty bucket, because you wouldn't be dipping if you weren't an empty bucket.
Maybe that's the answer to everything.
Fill buckets. Pull people up. Mm-hmm. Make a longer table. Mm-hmm. Don't build a wall.
Yeah.
But somehow we have all the doofuses in power that oppose everything we just said.
So tidbits for you, Joanna, and the listeners.
Yeah.
Fun things to look into where I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to know more about this. There was a patriot women's group called the Daughters of Liberty. Maybe you've heard of these.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
They're still around.
Formed in 1766. Samuel Adams, who was a badass, we all know this, said about them, with ladies on our side, we can make every Tory tremble. Sam, great beer.
Oh, I like your beer.
And I've not heard of this group, the Martin Women of 96.
1796?
It just says, nope, Martin Women of 96, a frontier town in South Carolina. And they nursed wounded soldiers and prevented a British courier's delivery by ambushing. They ambushed them while they dressed as men.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. I want to look up more about them, too. See, there's so much.
There are, there's so many women that were like, oh, I can't do that? Okay, I'll cut my hair and I'll
Isn't that awesome?
smush my boobs in.
That's right.
I am a human and I want to kick some ass.
Back then, it was probably super easy to dress like a man because women were required to wear dresses.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, I'll just put on pants.
and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Johnny, have you been eating a lot? You got a little.
Yeah,
Oh, you're like, yeah, that's where I cure my weight.
Because men had long hair back then, too. So you're just
That's
like, I'll just put
right.
pants on, put a hat on,
I'm good.
and ambush the British soldiers.
I'm a man. Yeah.
So
Wow.
it wasn't just some like patriot dudes that did all this stuff. We hope, a good way to look at this America 250 is more like this holistic where you're like, we're here.
We're at the beginning.
America, this is weird. Let's get
fresh.
weird.
Let's get weird. It's fresh. Let's change shit.
And there is seriously a lot of shit that is like super cool about America. Like that geographic space. It's incredible that we could tomorrow, you and I, Joanne, well, it would probably be weird to your family, but I'd be like, we could move to, Washington and with Carrie's family. I'm just kidding. But
I'm ready.
But I'm like the freedom to start a new life and
Anywhere.
although I'm saying I'm going to get depressed again. I'm like, actually now that's very expensive. And I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but in general, there is a lot. We still have freedom of speech. Here we are.
We have, we're here. We still have comedians on air.
We got comedians.
We have some very
talented singers. We got World Cup games. I'm pumped up from reading about those ladies.
I love the world.
I do love the world, and I love the people in it. I would like, and maybe we'll do a second episode on this idea of myths and stories and how important these stories we tell. Like a country has to have a myth of how they see themselves and what they aspire to be, right?
What are we?
Yeah. What are we? And it's not even like what we are, but like what we want to be. And it's interesting to see the administration doing, you can tell, and that this is how people get in people's heads, like with this administration, like what they sold, this like macho, like America first, and that's like what they want. But I want to just roll back real quick because one of my favorite things to hate on is how often people talk about, and this will be like the last little thing that I like spout at you.
I love it. Spout it.
The idea of the American dream and what that originated from and how it progressed into getting a bank product, the mortgage. Think about it. Because the American dream originally was written by a historian, or it was coined by historian James Treslow Adams in a 1931 book, The Epic of America. But the American dream originally was a society where anyone could advance based on an innate ability and hard work regardless of birth. There's no white picket fence. There was no home.
Yeah.
There was no wife and husband and nuclear family involved in any of that. And if you look how over the years, especially I think it was like after World War II, was when the American dream started to be like a mortgage.
Buy this.
Buy this.
Have this.
Yeah.
Have this. And then we'll make it obsolete.
Yeah.
And you'll need more of it.
So if there's one thing that would be fun when you're thinking of like America 250 is like that ideal. I mean, who knows if it ever like was totally a thing, but ideally the American dream was this idea like, oh my God, what if we had a society where we all had base level rights and protections from the federal government and you could be free to be you.
To be you and to do what you want to do.
Yeah. As long as, you can't harm other people.
Yeah, basics.
Be cool. You got to pay some taxes. We can give you some nice roads. Ain't no thing. To pull it back, it's just so fascinating to see the progression that it goes into consumerism and stuff. It's just like...
Yeah, the consumerism has to be the first.
And the other thing that I don't like about how, not only is it consumerist, but this idea, like the current, I think when you say American dream, people think house, right? House kids, right?
Yeah. And that you could get rich if you wanted to.
Right. Right. Where I'm like...
But you can't.
That's actually telling you what to dream. The original American dream was more like everybody can have their own dream.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
You can make it happen.
Beautiful. So that's
New York.
Yeah, that's the America 250.
You can make it there. And how appropriate that we have a New York that is just like kicking ass right now.
Isn't that fun? So I hope that this gives you a little...
I was feeling a little down.
Yeah, it's hard.
Downer.
I mean, it's yeah.
And especially when I see, because we are in rural America, I see, like, I should not feel disdain when I see people gathering up flags and stuff, because I'm like, okay, like, I am American.
Yeah.
That is my flag. I do not love the direction we have stumbled upon. And I hope that we stop it and we just spark a revolution of thought.
Yeah.
What do we want to be? Do we want that? Nobody wants what we have right now.
Nobody wants it. No. Maybe a couple people that like became millionaires from betting on Poly Market or whatever over the Iran war. They're probably like, this is wonderful.
I love it. Have a crab leg.
Have a crab leg. America has been around for 250 years, so it wouldn't be that crazy if we missed something in our episode today.
It's a lot of years.
I mean, maybe we missed a few things.
I'm sure.
But we want to know, do you have a favorite American story, myth, legend, or ritual? And we're here. I'm like, did we even get into America? We didn't get it. There's so much America. I'm now realizing that you cannot cover America 250 in a single late night podcast episode. But anyways,
250 years is...
So anyways, what did we miss? What would we love to hear? Do you have any stories about great ladies or lads? I mean, it doesn't, whatever.
Maybe you have a family story.
I know. We want to hear about
Maybe you're
it.
related to one of those ladies.
I know.
Please. We want to hear about it.
Yes.
Send us an email at bitingalltheapples@gmail.com or check out the show notes for how to send a text or voicemail.
Yes.
We do love it.
Love it. And liking, following, rating, commenting, and sharing this podcast is a very righteous way to show your patriotism.
And it is time to show your patriotism.
That's right.
It's that time of year. So whether you are boycotting celebrations of our nation's birthday, spending it protesting, lighting colorful explosives, eating pom-poms, plotting a coup, or staring at the stars, we assure you it is all very American. And we hope you have the best time.
It is true. And that is important. Have a good time.
Yeah, enjoy it. Don't feel bare. You know what? It's our holiday. You
Right.
make it.
You make it.
make it about these ladies.
That's right.
If you're struggling,
Pick one of those
to celebrate,
ladies. Oh, I love that idea.
celebrate these ladies.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Go ladies.
So until the next episode, remember, all countries have myths that are meant to confirm a desired identity. What do we want ours to be?
Sit on that for a while.
Yeah.
Soak it in.
Respel.
Respect.
Respel.